Good evening, guys. Tonight I have a story about something that I immediately regret and don't want to repeat and want to improve on. The subject of this story is my older sister's boyfriend, Robbie. I feel like it can sometimes be weird to have like a connection with your sister's boyfriend, but at the same time, like, he's dead ass just like a cool dude, a very musical man. And a couple days ago, I went and saw him play in some little underground kind of jazz bar area thing, and that was very cool. And today he was supposed to play at this other venue. So yesterday I heard about this and I decided to go to it because I thought it would be cool. And that night, I mean, it was kind of just like a regular night for me. My sleep schedule has been pretty messed up, so I was up kind of late, just like sitting down, just watching YouTube, doing whatever. And my sleep schedule was pretty thoroughly messed up. Like the night before, I'd fallen asleep probably 4 or 5 a.m. and I had set an alarm for maybe 12 or something, and I slept past it until like 2:30, and this was Saturday. And my sleep schedule has been pretty much going to shit lately because I started independent study, and of course, there's not like times where you need to be in class, and the due dates are much less strict. So my sleep schedule has been awful. It's just been up and down, and I've kind of been trying to regulate it, but for the past couple weeks, ever since I started independent study, it has not been consistent at all, even though I've maybe wanted it to be. And so here I am staying up, and it's getting later. It's getting into 5 a.m. And I'm just on YouTube watching videos. I'm watching videos from that guy that tells you that you should be more retarded. And honestly, I think he spits facts. But I got into 5, 6 a.m. and I thought, you know what? I want to see it. But as I got into 5 a.m. and started approaching the morning, I thought, you know what? My sleep schedule, my sleep schedule has been messed up for ages, and that means I've been waking up in the afternoon and I haven't been able to see the sunrise. I want to see the sunrise. So I stayed up. I just kept watching YouTube and stuff because I didn't really feel like playing any games, and I got hungry, so I made myself some crazy cuisine orange chicken, and that stuff's pretty good. Pour some sriracha sauce on it, pour some sesame oil and some sesame seeds. It's just good, man. And then I look outside, and now it's like 7 something. I probably actually missed the sunrise. But I went outside. And I pet all my dogs, and it was great. And rode around on my skateboard a little bit, had a good time. Yeah, that was an enjoyable experience because I haven't seen the sunrise in quite a long time. And so the next few hours passed, and I didn't really know exactly what to do. But it got to 11, and I was thinking, like, okay, I've been awake since 2 p.m. yesterday, and now I'm very tired. But I want to see Robbie perform, so I should take a nap. But I know, like I said earlier in this story, I slept past my alarm, so of course I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again. So I set 2 alarms. I It was 11, and I wanted to take a nap that was around 90 minutes long, so I set an alarm for 12:45 and 12:50, assuming that it would take a tiny bit of time for me to get to sleep. So I set these alarms, and I woke up. I think that I woke up at the first one, and then I got up and used the bathroom and kind of paced around the house feeling disoriented, and then I just decided, like, okay, I'm gonna get back into bed and set another alarm to sleep because I don't know, I felt like awake and tired at the same time. Like, I felt kind of like awake but also disoriented, and just like wanted to go back to sleep. And I kind of know that like 90 minutes nap is kind of what you should aim for, but I was just feeling tired, and when you're feeling tired, you just want to sleep. And when you got no obligations, well, I had an obligation, but it's not like a true obligation. I decided, all right, I'm gonna do set another 90-minute alarm and go back to sleep. So by now it was like 1, or probably a bit before 1, and I set alarms for 2:45 and 2:50, which is a little bit longer than maybe it should have been. And let's backtrack a little bit. So I was planning to get to the venue by my mom driving me there because I mean I can drive now, but of course you want to save gas, and she wanted to go as well, and she was coming home from someplace, and she could probably get home and then pick me up and drive over there, and we could watch Robbie play and Robbie's band play, and it could be a good time, right? So, anyways, I had set these alarms, and I'm just gonna cut right to it. I deadass don't know what happened. I woke up, and it wasn't to my alarms. I immediately thought something was kind of wrong because the beanie that I had pulled over my eyes to sleep because it was daytime outside and it was bright, it was not on, and it was still dark in my room. So I thought, oh, that's not good. So immediately I looked at my hand like this, and I pressed the backlit button, and I looked at my watch. Robbie and his band were supposed to perform at 5, and the watch said 7:02. So immediately I'm like, fuck. Dude, like I grabbed my LED light strip remote, turned on the lights, and it was fucking blinding. And like pulled out my journal and I started journaling like a tiny bit, like, oh my god, I'm a dumbass. But then, oh yeah, I didn't get into this. So this is the text that my mom sent. She said that she thinks that she might have COVID because she's coming down with something, and that she couldn't make it quite home so quickly. So I missed that. And so immediately I turned on my LED light strip, and it was on like the bright white light setting, and I was like, so of course I turned it to red, and I put it all the way down to the bottom, and then I started journaling like, oh my god, I'm a dumbass. But then I thought I should message Robbie because I said I was gonna go to this thing and then I didn't, and I feel bad both because I wanted to go to this thing and it would be exciting, but I promised him that I would, and then I didn't, and fuck, you know. So I started to type out a message like, "Hey, yeah, I fell asleep, and my mom also couldn't drive me over there." But as I was typing this, I thought like, what a fucking terrible excuse this is. Like, my bitch ass fucking stayed up too late and then slept until 7 p.m. Like, fuck off. um, like I feel like saying something. I feel like saying an excuse like that. I feel like it just tells the other person that you're fucking like a bad friend and that you're not committed, honestly. And so yeah, so that's the story. And yeah, now it's 7:50 p.m. and I feel bad, and I wanted to fucking see it too. That would have been fun. That would have been great. Like, he's fucking talented. Like, god damn it. There is, I guess, a moral of the story, and the moral of the story here is that like you, I mean, there's a lot of morals that you could like take from this, but honestly, for me, I think I just, so the night that I'd stayed up real late, I had watched this video by Manishro. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but this was a great video. It seems like a great, genuine guy. And he talked about how you can build self-love by showing love and care to other people. I mean, for me personally, I feel that self-love is something that I'm lacking, and but also I haven't been super great to other people either. And I was thinking just like, I think I'm just too selfish, honestly, because I do want other people to like me and appreciate me, but the way that you attain that, the way that you obtain that is not from getting people to like you, but it's from showing love to other people. And this guy essentially talked about how he fell for a girl, but then he ended up losing her due to a dumb mistake. But the thing that actually made him feel loved was when he could financially support his mom with his money that he made from YouTube. And that was just on my mind, and like I just thought like, god, this is such like a bullshit excuse to not fucking go and support your friend, right? Because he is my friend. Like, even though, it's my freaking older sister's boyfriend, but like I've seen him much more than I've seen any of the other people who I call my friends that that are from school, of course, because I've been doing independent study. I haven't been seeing them often, and I'm not good at talking to them. But let me explain something about excuses in friendship here. When you have friends and you are anxious to talk to them because you think that you might do something that messes the relationship up, right? For example, let's say that you are anxious about texting a friend to ask if they want to go hang out. I mean, this is what I experience. For some reason, I just get a lot of anxiety about initiating conversation and stuff with friends because I don't really know the root cause. I mean, like, maybe I just think they won't want to hang out or they don't like me, but mainly it's because I don't want to bother them, right? But also, when you never ever message friends to ask if they want to hang out, then they're just going to think that you don't want to hang out, right? And I mean, thing is, my friends don't very rarely message me either because look, nobody who like aside from like my 8th grade ex-girlfriend, nobody who I have been like friends with, I don't think they think that I'm like a bad person. I get glazed so much by my friends, but I they never message me. No one, it's very rare that someone will message me and ask to hang out. And if they ever do, it's usually like they'll message me a few times, like, hey, do you want to go hiking? Hey, do you want to go to this movie? But then a couple times I end up declining, and then I also never invite them to anything. And I feel that even though they have a positive impression of me, they gain the impression that, oh, Griffin doesn't want to hang out with me. And they still think that I'm a nice guy, but they just think that I don't want to hang out with them. And the issue is that that isn't true. I do want to hang out with them, and the reason I'm not is because I'm afraid. How fucking sad is that? So, you're telling me that both of these people want to hang out with each other, but the reason why they aren't is because one person is afraid of texting the other person, and because that person is afraid of talking to them, the other person believes that the other person doesn't want to talk to them. No. Many people mistake insecurity, anxiousness, social anxiety for standoffishness, right? And that's not what it is. But from the outside, it appears as the same thing, and that's sad. But, like, there's no good excuse. Like, what a bullshit excuse. I stayed up late and I. And let me explain another story now with my sister and her boyfriend. And also, I'm just like. I'm close with my sister. Like, we get along very well, and this guy Robbie's cool as well. We had decided that we were gonna go to the Academy of Sciences in San Francisco, because it was Claude's 30th birthday, and Claude is the albino alligator, and yeah, he's their mascot, and it was Claude's 30th birthday, and they were gonna like feed him a cake and shit, and there you could get posters, but in order to experience Claude's birthday, you had to get to the Academy of Sciences before like 10 or something. And from where we live, it would have taken us probably like 40 minutes to an hour to drive over there. So we needed to be up by I think we needed to be up by 9. So I had set my alarm like 8:40 or something. And before this, actually, Robbie had woken me up and been like, hey, wake up type shit. And I was like, okay. And yeah, I was already up. I had woken up to my alarm and yeah, so I got up, I brushed my teeth, I got dressed, I was sitting on the couch, and 9 o'clock came. This is when I'll just say her name, Robbie and Sky were supposed to be up, and they weren't. A couple more minutes passed, I didn't hear any movement from inside of their room, and we live in a small house, and the doors are very thin, and you could hear if there was movement or if there was an alarm going off. 9:03, 9:04. I hear nothing. And so now I'm thinking, maybe I should go in and wake them up because Sky really wanted to go to this crocodile alligator fucking thing. They don't fuck the alligator, but I was thinking maybe I should wake them up. I didn't. I didn't wake them up because I was afraid of bothering them. Like, what the fuck? They came out like an hour and a half later, and Sky was really sad. She was she was fucking crying, and Robbie was like, he was like a little bit shook because apparently, well, they had made the same mistake that I did earlier, and they had both fallen asleep, somehow. Like they both went to lay down, and I think each person thought the other was actually asleep, and they didn't wake each other up. So, I mean, it's not like they aren't flawed as well, but as soon as they fell asleep, right, and it passed 9, the responsibility shifted from them waking up, their alarm waking them up, to me waking them up. Because after this, I learned that Robbie's phone had died. And that's a dumb mistake. That's a stupid mistake. What a fucking idiot, right? But as soon as his phone had died and they were asleep and it was 9 o'clock, I was sitting on the fucking couch just like, should I wake them up or should I not wake them up? I'm gonna not wake them up because I don't want to bother them. It ended up being fine. Like, we got to the Academy of Sciences, we still saw Claude. I mean, we didn't see him like get fed a cake or whatever, and it was fine. But when I did say like, I'm sorry, again, I didn't wake you guys up, they were like, yeah, what the fuck? Because of course, like, it was their responsibility. It was a dumb mistake. Robbie's phone had died, but like, I should have fucking woken him up. Fuck me. So yeah, that was my yapping for tonight. I feel bad, and I haven't sent Robbie a message because I don't want to send a message that says, "Hey, I didn't see you perform because I fell asleep at 11 and I ended up taking a couple naps and then slept past my alarm and woke up at 7 and you were supposed to perform at 5 and my mom didn't." It's like, what kind of fucking bullshit excuse is that? So I haven't messaged him. Oh my god. And I decide I'm just gonna, I don't know. Like, I don't want to give him a bullshit excuse. I'm just gonna be a better friend from now on. I'm gonna see the rest of his shows, and there's a lot more I could talk about, but I don't want this video to be long and boring. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. Be, watch this video. This is a good video. And, goodbye.